Good morning. So it is now roughly 8 a.m. We've just literally finished taking Reg out, and yeah, it wasn't as cold as I thought it would be. Like actually waking up, going outside. It's probably just wrapped up. That's probably why. But today's video is all going to be about a bit of background on my coaching. I'll be running you through the framework and what we actually do inside of the coaching. That is the plan for this video. I'll be running you through, as I said, about my clients and what I do with them and how I get them in peak shape. Perfect. So I'm going to run you through how I got my client Josh ready for Dubai from this to this in just 16 weeks. I'm going to run you through step by step on the approach I've done, the phases we've gone through, and yeah, to get to that end result. So it is going to be a step-by-step process for this. So step one is just going to go through the maintenance phase, and then we'll film step two, which is going to be then the actual fat loss phase itself, and then the reversal for this and straight back into a gaining phase for step three. So the first one we're going to go through is the maintenance. So for me, I like to make sure every client that joins my team, we actually go into a maintenance phase. This is for somebody that's never tracked before. We don't really know what their calorie intake is to hold weight, and we just need to build up the habits, the lifestyle changes, making sure nutrition's on point, training's on point, in order for us to actually push into this gaining phase or fat loss phase, whatever your goal may be. So for Josh, we went literally into a priming phase for 3 weeks. This was holding his body weight at 198 pounds. I believe that was the case, yeah, 198 pounds he started with. And we just literally held out with this. And the maintenance calories for him was 3,211 on training days, and non-training days it was 2,883. So we maintained this for an approximately 3 weeks before heading into that fat loss phase. This is because, as I mentioned before, we want to make sure we are getting our ducks in line to actually push for this fat loss phase. There's no point in doing a fat loss phase if sleep's off point, stress is too high, you've got no routine around eating, around training. If all those four things are not where they need to be, when you enter that fat loss phase, you're just going to crash and burn. So we want to make sure we have everything in line in order to actually go into this fat loss phase to have a better start. Yeah, you wouldn't just buy a car second hand and just run it through. You'd get it checked, make sure everything's good to go in order to drive it. And that's what I do with my clients for the first one. So we always say 3 weeks of a maintenance phase. It can be 2 weeks if you wanted to do 2 weeks, but I say around, again, that 2 to 3 week mark. Yeah. You want to hold body weight. We're not looking at gaining or losing body fat, because again, the maintenance phase is so we know exactly what our calorie intake is. So if we were to have a refeed, we'll base it around that maintenance calorie intake, that set point. From there, we then go, right, okay, let's enter the fat loss phase. So as I mentioned before, this video is only going to be quite short, just going you through on why we actually do the maintenance phase and how to do this. In order to find your maintenance, if you wanted to, you can definitely use a calorie calculator app. You can get it on your phone, or you can actually go onto the website and it'll literally track your calories for you, give you an estimated calorie intake. Once you get that, literally plan around your proteins, carbs and fats, which we'll go through after this, and you should be good to go then. If you start to drop weight, bring your calories higher. If you start to gain weight, drop them down further. We just want to be balancing and holding that, whatever that weight may be. So as I said, for Josh, it was 188. We managed to hold this out for 3 weeks, and then that gave us the ballpark. That kept me in control of his diet, and then we pushed for that fat loss phase. So that is why we use it. That is how we do it, and that's what I want you to do next. Yeah. Once we find those phases, we can then move into the training and nutrition. So we are now heading to the gym. I am on back, so it's going to be a nice little back one today. Injured my shoulder, so me, Freya, my sister and her fella Fran went to ice skating. Now, if you are planning to go ice skating, I do not recommend going, because when I say I went 3 to 4 feet in the air and landed on my back, I went 3 to 4 feet in the air, and it was not a nice landing at all. One sec, let me just get into the car now. Yeah, so it wasn't a nice landing at all. So that was that. So I've got to take it a little bit easier, just around the joint and the actual muscle of where I've injured myself. And then, yeah, and she's laughing because she knows exactly what I'm on about here. So yeah, so strap yourselves in, I'll tell you a little story while we're heading to the gym. So we went to the ice skating rink, down in Widnes. I believe it's called Planet Ice. Yeah. It's okay, it was quite warm. We actually thought it was going to be freezing, so we were there wrapping up, and it was actually warm, surprisingly. Probably because we come back from Poland and we thought, yeah, it'd be But yeah, so at first we were like, oh, this is quite like, it was like Bambi on ice. Frey stuck to the railings and I had a little penguin. So Frey kind of leveled up. She stuck with the railings. She leveled up then to the penguin, and then from the penguin, she started ice skating.
Figure skater.
Like literally, like
pro skater.
She was pro skater. So yeah, we're both smashing it. But I think for me, if you stick to close to the railings, you're kind of comfortable there because you know if you fall, you fall. But if you kind of like put yourself in the middle, that's when you kind of become better, I'd say.
Yeah,
because you've not got
nothing to
grab onto, so you have to do well.
You've not got that safety blanket.
Exactly that. So I think that's what we've done, and yeah, we were doing well. Anyway, so we're mentally racing each other. Like, we both knew exactly like what was going on, but we just didn't say anything. Yeah, she won, and I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you how. But you know what? She was quicker than me, so I thought fair enough. So then I got a little bit confident. So I thought, right, okay, I'm gonna beat you now. As I was skating, nowhere of like, bearing in mind this place is chocker. I'll say chocker, but it was quite busy. My skate got stuck in the ice at the front, so my front foot got stuck on the tiptoe part of the blade into the ice, and I was like, oh shit. And then what happened was I just lost complete balance. I was literally dancing on ice for a good 4 or 5 seconds, but it was like in slow motion. And then all of a sudden, me both legs just went high in the air. As I said before, it must have been at least 3-4 feet in the air, or 3-4 foot in the air. And my back just went bam. And I was like, great, winded myself, had to get up and started to laugh. Like trying to laugh off the pain, going, haha. Guess where Frey was? Look at her laughing. She just skated off, man. She just looked at me and laughed, skated off, and I thought, wow.
You smiled, so I thought you were all good.
Yeah,
so
putting a brave face on, yeah, I had to. There's shitloads of people there watching.
That's your fault because you're not too big for your skates.
Yeah. But yeah, so woke up the next day, and you know what? I didn't actually feel any pain. That's up until I went to the gym and trained and did push, and literally just felt my shoulder going. I thought, great. So now I've got a little bit of a problem with it, especially when going like anything to do that's push, like a pushing movement. Even squats, for example, squatting down, anything that's gonna kind of contract the left shoulder, that's when it starts to hurt. So as I mentioned, we're on back, so I'm going to see exactly what it's like, and yeah, fingers crossed. But from there, we get home, have a pre-workout meal, post-workout meal, as normal, which is just chicken and rice, and then I'll be going through more client check-ins because I do get some clients that just check in late, which is a nightmare, but we get it done. I get some post-workout shots, just to do like a physique all-rounder, just to get more of my bodybuilding side out of me. So again, show you exactly what a natural bodybuilder looks like. So yeah, I'll see you very shortly. So that is training done. My hair, man, honestly, I look like a pot noodle, I swear. Look like Medusa. But yeah, training's done, so now we're literally in the posing room, which you can obviously see there. The mirrors are here, the lighting is quite kind of good. So we're gonna show you exactly the pump. Bearing in mind, hit and miss with it. I had a good session. I just couldn't do a little bobble row into the deficit row even. So I managed to like do just machine work. I still managed to get a good pump. So hopefully we're looking good. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So babe, got this, yeah? Perfect. So we're literally gonna run you through full body. I'm only gonna do back. I'm not gonna do the front. Until I get a decent little pump. But I'm just gonna literally run through just a little back post. That is it, like the front, the back door bicep. Now, if you want to see more of this, then you can actually go into my Instagram, which is literally the link below this video. So if you want to go across on there, that's got a lot more videos of me posing, your bodybuilding preps, your client transformations, and little tips and tricks on how to get you in the perfect position. So go on, give that a little follow, and yeah, drop me a follow, drop me a message if you need any help. So before we get into this, it is going to be my show pretty much. So yeah, but again, you go to my Instagram, enjoy. You will see, yeah, enjoy. You will see a lot of this anyway from my Instagram. So yeah, it's part of bodybuilding, man. You get on stage in your little knickers. That is part of the entire thing. So when I do actually compete and prep, this is what you guys will be seeing. So yeah, enjoy the peachiness. I can do the caption that. So, yeah. So that is one of the videos now that I just went through regarding Josh's progress. Now, as I mentioned, it's going to be literally broken into phases, which I'll run through. I don't want to kind of overwhelm you all with different types of phases because it'll get a bit confusing. But that is the phase 1, is the maintenance phase, finding that calorie set point, and then from there we then make those additional changes. So yeah, this, as I mentioned, this YouTube is going to be quite short, this video. The next video is going to be the Christmas week, so we'll try and get some festive stuff set up, and we should have a good time, especially traveling down south, which would be nice. Well, I'm not looking forward to the 3-hour journey. But other than that, we should be good to go. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Just like, subscribe, and then share this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.